But when you get on the floor and do it yourself, you're gonna find it's much more difficult than it looks on camera, all right? Hey guys, I'm Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and today I want to give you a body weight only workout that you can do anywhere, which means it's summertime and you can do this on vacation. So no excuses, guys. All right, so I'm shooting this video May 31st, kind of the beginning of the summer. And when I'm on our Facebook group, I'm constantly seeing guys talking about going on vacation and how they're going to have to stop their workout program, and then they're gonna have to start it back up when they get back in town and all those kind of things. And they're worried about kind of, losing their gains or losing their momentum a little bit. So that's what today's video is about, all right? So this is not gonna be as effective as if you had dumbbells or bands or a gym membership, but still, I'm gonna give you 5 exercises today that you can do anywhere because it doesn't need any equipment. So you can do them in your hotel rooms. You can do them, out on the beach if you wanted to. You can do them pretty much anywhere, so no excuses, guys. Now, before I get to these 5 exercises, because these are basically, weight resistance training type exercises. These are not cardio, okay? But so before I get to those, I want to tell you about something that Gary Walker has put together for everybody. He created a program called Ripped in 6. And it's basically about a dozen videos, and each one is just a 6-minute body weight only workout. Now, his stuff is more cardio focused, okay? And so that's why today's video that I'm giving you is not really a cardio workout. These are more kind of just, lifting your own weight and hitting different muscle groups. But guys, Gary really knows his shit, all right? The guy is fantastic. And he created this program, and we're just going to give it away for free, okay? It's a fantastic thing. We give you guys free videos here on YouTube. We have a free Facebook group with over 18,000 guys in it. And, Gary created this Ripped in 6 program that's super cool. So just click the link below this video, fill out your email address, and we'll email it to you right away. It's that simple. All right, so now on for my workout that I put together for you guys today. So I've created this workout so that you can do it one of 2 different ways, 2 different styles or techniques. One technique is focused on building muscle growth. The other style, and it's the same exercises, but you do it differently. The other style is more fat loss focused. Now, you're still working your muscles. You'll still get muscle growth, but it's going to be less focused on muscle growth and more focused on fat burning, so fat loss. So basically, you can pick one of the 2 different methods depending on what your particular goals are. But you're still going to do the exact same 5 exercises that I'm about to demonstrate, all right? So if you're going to do it the muscle growth way, okay, so you really want to just get a great pump and try to build some muscle mass, you'll still be burning calories, but not as many, all right? So if you do it this way, I want you to do it the more traditional or conventional method. So you do one exercise for 10 to 12 reps, stop, catch your breath for 60 seconds, maybe 90 seconds, all right? And then do another set and another set. So I want you to do 4 sets of each exercise, all right? But you stick with one exercise, do 4 sets of that, and you rest in between each set, okay? Then you move on to the next set or the next exercise, okay? 4 sets of that exercise, move on to the 3rd exercise, 4 sets, etc. And so that means you're resting in between every single set and of course in between transitions from exercise to exercise. So basically, you can imagine that you're going to be getting a really great pump, all right? You're going to be creating a lot of lactic acid in the muscles, but you're not going to be out of breath. Your heart rate's not going to get real high because you're resting in between every set. That's the muscle growth way. Now, if you guys want to do these same exercises but focus on fat loss, this is how I want you to do it. You're going to do one exercise, then you're going to immediately go to exercise number 2 with very little rest. Try to keep it under 30 seconds, all right? Then you move to the next exercise. Try to keep the rest during that transition minimal, under 30 seconds. So you're going to do all 5 exercises in a row with almost no rest in between them. And then at the end of those 5 exercises, that's considered one circuit. Then that's the time to catch your breath. Now you can rest for 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, all right? Then you start back over and do the entire circuit again. So you do 4 circuits that way, all right? Guess what? That's gonna really crank up your heart rate. You're gonna be breathing, you're gonna be gassed, okay? That creates something called the epoch effect. We also call it the afterburn effect. And so it means after your workout's over, your body will keep a higher resting metabolic rate than it would doing the first method that I talked about, all right? And of course, that means you're gonna burn more calories over the course of several hours, all right? Not just during the workout, but long after the workout's over. So you guys get to pick, all right? The second method that I described, the circuit style, is tough because you're really out of breath. It's a cardio intensive workout. It's a high intensity interval training style, okay? Or we can do it the more traditional way where we rest in between every set. You're not gonna burn as many calories during the workout. You're not gonna burn as many calories after it's over, but you're gonna get more benefit as far as the muscle growth is concerned. You guys get to decide. I don't know what your goals are. There's hundreds of thousands of people around the world, subscribe to this channel. So that is today's little caveat. All right, here we go. Now, finally, on to the 5 exercises in today's workout. The first one is something called split squat. So I'm trying to hit every different muscle group in the body using only your body weight. Now, it's not possible to really hit every muscle group, but we can get most of them, all right? So the first one, split squats, all right? So guys, basically it's like doing a lunge, but you do a lunge and then you stop. You don't go back and forth, and you just go up and down, all right? So I'm squatting down with a split stance, okay? Simple as that. So I want you to do 10 to 12 reps on one side, all right? Take a long split, and notice my back foot is off to the side a little bit. All right, so you don't want your back foot right in line like you're walking because there's not enough lateral side to side stability, so you'll be off balance. So set back and off to the side, okay? Now, I got plenty of stability from side to side, and I just do another 10 to 12 reps, okay, on my left leg. Now, for some guys that don't weigh much, you might be thinking, man, that's just a little too easy, all right? If it's too easy for you because you're in really good shape or you don't weigh much, try doing a Bulgarian split squat instead of those stationary split squats. So a Bulgarian split squat is when you put your back leg up on an elevated surface and then you go up and down. This gives you more range of motion and it makes it a lot harder. So guys, split squats or Bulgarian split squats for the first exercise. All right, so the second exercise is gonna be focusing on our triceps, shoulders, and to a lesser extent, our chest. These are called bench dips. All right, you can do this on a couch, a chair, your bed, just anything that's elevated off the ground about 18 inches or so, okay? So, you just kind of walk out here, and then I'm just going straight up and down. Now, some guys are gonna find that that's really hard because you're lifting a lot of extra body weight simply because you're carrying a lot of extra fat, okay? So I want you guys to make this change, all right? Because it's really hard when you're out here. So just bring your feet in, okay, a little bit like this, more of a 90-degree angle. And then you're not carrying quite as much body weight when your feet are closer to the bench. And guys, it's not just a tricep exercise because when we're doing this movement, we're also using our shoulder girdle and to a lesser extent, our traps and our lower part of our pecs. Okay, so the third exercise is called a shoulder squeeze. Now, I promise on the camera here, when you watch me doing it, you're gonna say, oh man, you're gonna roll your eyes and think that's nothing, that's way easy. But when you get on the floor and do it yourself, you're gonna find it's much more difficult than it looks on camera, all right? So we're just gonna get down on our stomach here. And all I'm gonna do is just kind of lift my head up a little bit. And we're gonna go bring our elbows back as far as we can, and then back up and touch. 3, 4, 5. And see how I'm kind of looking forward? I'm not looking down. All right, try looking forward and see how that feels for you. And if that hurts, then you can look straight down. But I'm arching my back and keeping my shoulders up off the ground, and my elbows are up off the ground. They're not dragging as I'm moving my hands forward and back. So 10 to 12 of those, and I promise you're gonna feel it, not just in your shoulders, but in all the muscles in your upper back and actually your lower back too. It's a great compound exercise. Okay, so the fourth exercise is an ab workout, all right? So you can't get a full body workout in without hitting our abs. This is called a sit-up with punches. And this is how I like to do it, guys. So I gotta put my toes under something, all right? It's hard to do this if you don't have any weight under your feet, because when you sit up, it tends to lift your feet up off the ground, at least for me. All right, but this is how I want you guys to do it. Just hold your hands here, okay? Because we're basically gonna be sitting up and then throwing some punches, all right? So we're gonna sit up and then right, left, right, left. So 4 punches, and then back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 10 to 12 of those, okay? So down, up, 4 punches is only 1 sit-up. All right, so the fifth final exercise, we gotta hit our chest, guys. And basically, if we're only doing body weight, a push-up is the best way to go. So everybody's got different fitness levels, and I wanna show you how I want you to try to do this just to make it more difficult, because I'm not gonna ask you to do a whole lot of push-ups. So I only want you to shoot for 10 to 12 push-ups, but we're gonna do it in a drop style technique, meaning we're gonna do 10 to 12 traditional push-ups, stop, then we're gonna change our position to make it slightly easier, and then I want you to knock out another 5 to 6 push-ups, all right? So this is what I'm talking about. Traditional push-up technique, all right? Here I am, plank position. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now come to your knees, okay? Put your hands a little further out in front of you, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those last 5 on your knees was the drop set mentality. So if we were doing this with weights, dumbbells or something like that, we would pick a heavy dumbbell for the first 10 reps. Then after 10 reps, we would drop it, pick up a much lighter weight, and knock out 5 more reps. So that's basically effectively what I just did there. Now, if just doing 10 traditional push-ups is too hard for you because you're carrying a lot of extra weight, do it this way. Start the first 10 on your knees, all right? Because that's easier. So you do, 10, and I'm not gonna do all 10, but you do your 10 to 12 here. You should be real fatigued, and now your drop set is gonna be this. You just turn over here, you stay on your knees, and you do your hands elevated, and you knock out another 5 or 6 reps like this, because that last method was the easiest way to do a push-up. So you guys, I gave you lots of different options today, different styles on how to do the entire workout, depending on if you want to focus on muscle growth or fat loss. And then I gave you some alternatives for guys at different fitness levels where you can substitute exercises for the 5 traditional ones that I gave you. All right, guys, gave you a bunch of different options for today's workout. Nothing but your own body weight. You can do it anywhere, which means on summer vacation, No excuses, guys. And remember, stick with it and never give up on yourself.